Good morning. A little nippy this morning. Everybody should be awake because we had to wake up outside. So I want to welcome everybody who's joining us on YouTube, Facebook, and Zoom, and welcome everybody here in the room. We're going to get started right off with our musicians this morning. Love Eternal.
Thank you. Good morning. All right, so we're going to sing the songs we did last time. Sing along, so Pour Yourself in Me. And I think there's going to be a slide. And if not, there you go, look at that.
All right.
There's a saying that when you sing your prayers, you pray twice. And that's a big philosophy behind what we do as human beings.
Love gives me
Good morning again. I want to welcome everybody that joined us while we were singing, either online or here in the room. And so one of the things that we're doing a little bit differently is working to make these a little more interactive. So we believe that everyone is here by divine choice, that nobody forced you to be here. You actually had a thought and said, yes, I'll do that, and here you are. And so chances are good that you came here to receive something. So I'm going to invite you now just to shout out, what did you come here to get this morning?
Love.
Friendship, love, peace, community, God, joy, reflection. So I'm going to invite you to really anchor in the intention of what you came here to get this morning. And then at the end, we're going to check in and see how that went for you. It may be in the music, it may be in the message, it may be in the prayer, it may be in the seat you're sitting in or the person you're sitting next to. Just allow it to show up wherever it shows up. And just know that it's already here. What you came to get came with you. That's how it works. All right. So, I am Reverend Rafe Ellis, and it is my honor and privilege to be the senior minister here. And one of the things that I get to do every Sunday morning is remind us of who we are and share with our guests who we are and what we're up to. We are a radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, supportive community, intra-faith community that celebrates the diversity of creation. And this is a new piece, so I want to explain it a few times. When I say intra-faith, it's different than interfaith. Interfaith is between. Intra-faith is emerging with. We used to say we're non-denominational, and I just can't do that because I'm not asking you to leave your denomination and then come in the door. Bring it with you, because we are a synthesis of belief systems. And so you don't have to leave your belief system or your denomination at the door. We're an intra-faith community. We strive to live authentic spiritual lives through a practical application of the teachings of science of mind. We engage in sacred practices that uplift our spirit, deepen our awareness, and ignite our soul's self-expression. We demonstrate active compassion to ourselves, each other, and the world. We experience meaningful contribution through giving generously of our time, talents, and treasures. And we intentionally promote our community and the science of mind teachings. And so one of the things that we do to put our inclusion, our commitment to inclusivity into practice is our candle lighting ritual. There you are. And we light these candles to celebrate the unity of all people, all faiths, all beings, all life. We light the first candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for Taoism, honoring the path of unity, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the middle way and path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the teachings of Jesus as the path of love, forgiveness, and healing by the presence within. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought teachings,
honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles of love and law. We light the 10th candle for absolute inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome and celebrated here. And we light this final candle, honoring the infinity of oneness as all creation, seen and unseen. Thank you, Rev Madeline. So now I'm going to turn it back over to Love Eternal for our next community song.
I really love that ritual. I think that's such a beautiful thing. So we're gonna do Feeling Better, which is one of our original songs, but it's one that we sing here often because it's an easy one for y'all to sing along. And there's the lyrics, so you have no excuse. I'm feeling better all the time. Oh, I'm feeling better all the time. Yes, I'm feeling better all the time. 'Cause I am truly blessed. I'm feeling better all the time. Oh, I'm feeling better all the time. Yes, I'm feeling better all the time. 'Cause I am truly blessed. Alright, here's a little verse for you. So keep on living like you got this whole universe behind you, 'cause you do. Yes, you do. And keep on living like you got 10,000 angels to guide you, 'cause it's true. Yes, it's true. And keep on living like you got this whole world right beside you. Skip it to down, yes, you do. And keep on living like you got enormous power within you, 'cause it's true. Feeling better. I'm feeling better all the time. Oh, I'm feeling better all the time. Yes, I'm feeling better all the time. 'Cause I am truly blessed. I'm feeling better all the time. Oh, I'm feeling better all the time. Yes, I'm feeling better all the time. 'Cause I am truly blessed. Thank you.
This is our time of announcements, and we have a bunch this morning. We're getting busy up in here. Walking with the Rev, still happening. I have reclaimed Monday as my personal Sabbath, and so Walking with the Rev is happening Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. We walk a half an hour one direction,
half an hour back. Works out just fine. We meet at the Wolf Creek Trail at the intersection of Allison Ranch Road and Freeman Road. And then we just leisurely stroll and converse with one another. So I invite you to join me.
Manifestation Mastery Group is now on Tuesdays from 5:30 to 6:30. It really is a time where we begin to explore lots of different teachings of how to manifest. And as we move into the new year, what we're going to do is the first week of the month, we're going to learn a new technology for manifestation. The second week, we're going to practice visioning. And then the remaining weeks, we will practicing putting that in and sharing with one another how that's working and learn from one another. So that's every Tuesday from 5:30 to 6:30. Practical application of spiritual principles, also known as how do I apply spiritual principle to this? It's a group where we can just come together with whatever is happening here on planet Earth, which Rabbi David and I decided was currently we were playing out the love child of Monty Python and reality shows got together, and here we are.
Because that's the only thing that makes it make sense at this point. So we just get together and learn from one another, whatever's up in your life, how to apply spiritual principle to it. Um, so it's good to see you, Terry. We have a local event,
The altar show.
our own Terry Mitchell has an altar on display at the show honoring her service dog, Sancho, who is playing over the Rainbow Bridge now. So invite you to check that out. It's free. The only investment is your time. So check that out. First Friday fun, the first Friday
Friday in November.
watching three magic birds. I'm not telling you what they are, so y'all can stop asking me. I love how creative you're getting, though, to try to trick me into saying it, but I'm not going to. Thank you, Valerie, for turning me on to this documentary. It is really quite brilliant, so I encourage you to come play with us. November 20th.
Is International Transgender Day of Remembrance. And it is
That we set aside to honor the lives of transgender people that have died mostly from violence, mostly simply because they breathe. This year, there are 361. And so Unity, we're all coming together. The service will actually be at Unity, 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, November 20th. I encourage you to come join us. And even though it is somber, it is a celebration because 361 amazing, creative, authentic, brave individuals deserve to be celebrated.
after service is session 4 of the workshops, the free workshops that I'm offering this month as part of our
To help us practice receiving. There's absolutely no opportunity for you to pay for it. Your job is simply to come and receive. And this afternoon, we're going to be looking at practices that actually make our practice a bit more successful in getting where it is we want to be. So it literally will be from 11:30 to 12:30. It's 1 hour. We get in, get it done, get on with your day.
To help us with our money consciousness, we have partnered with Reverend Rochelle McCrary, the new, about-to-be senior minister at CSL San Jose. And she is offering a Manifest More Money workshop.
She's doing it in a collaborative way. She's partnering with several centers. And so she's going to tell you about the workshop here in just a minute. What I want you to really get is out of the $197 that you'll invest, 50% of it comes right here to support Sierra Center because she's doing it as a collaborative. What's important is that you use our specific link to register because that's how it all gets hooked up together. So let's take a minute and hear what Reverend Rochelle has to say about it.
Hello there. I'm Reverend Rochelle McCrary, the creator and facilitator of Manifest More Money. You know, so many of our New Thought communities, our members are struggling right now about money. There's constant news of inflation, recession, gas prices, and it's easy to forget the truth. The truth is we live in an abundant universe. The truth is that unlimited abundance is our divine birthright. It's time to heal our relationship with money. If that's work you want to do, I invite you to join me in the online course, Manifest More Money. We're kicking off on October 31st. We are going to do a deep dive into spiritual practice and practical actions to help you bust through your money set point, to help you release old toxic money beliefs that are holding you back, to help you manifest more money with ease and grace, and to help you move into divine right relationship with money. If that sounds like work you want to do, I want you to join me on October 31st. Now, the good thing is your center has its own unique registration link, and I want you to use that link and that link only to register for this course. When you do, your center will receive a percentage of your registration fee. I am partnering with your center's profit sharing, so we all benefit. Listen, we're going to kick off on Mondays, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, starting October 31st for 5 Mondays. I hope you'll join me. I look forward to seeing you there. I will see you and manifest more money. Bye.
And there.
Okay. I think that's all of them. Let's take a breath. We do have handouts, so you don't have to remember all of that. It's also in the newsletter. So this is our time of inward shift. Reverend Madeline's going to come and speak to our community value this morning, and then she will lead us in a meditation, and then she will bring us out of that with our opening spiritual mind treatment.
I love technology. I love technology. I just changed iPads. It sucks. Anyway, good morning, everybody. It's great to see everyone. Oh, gosh, what to say about love? Oh, my God. It's everywhere. I was walking
to CVS the other day, and I looked down at this little girl's feet. And every toenail had a different beautiful color on it. And I'm going, her mother must love her so much because she painted every little toenail a different color. Love is everywhere. I love the changing colors on the trees. I love coming to the Sierra Center. I never know what's going to happen. I came to the play last night. Oh my God. You never know. And it's the more you love, it magnifies it and expands it. It's just, of course, this week has been especially resonant for me because it was my I've been married 25 years. I can't believe it. And my husband and I celebrated this whole week. And it just magnifies the commitment and the love. And it's loving everything. I have a bunch of quotes. You want to hear them? Yes. Well, Helen Keller tells us, all that we love deeply becomes part of us. Which I reflected on. I'm going, wait a second. We're all one. So I think sometimes, I'll speak for myself, I get hung up and I'll do stuff that I don't love, or I'll be something I don't love. So I'm not loving myself. And that's putting separation in there. And makes it hard for me to love all of it, everything. Even when I think something's not good, which is a terrible thing, terrible label, it turns out later that because that happened, something even greater shows up. I have so many examples of that in my life. And then I wanted to end with this one little thing. How to Stay Young by George Carlin. Yeah. He says, tell people you love them, that you love them at every opportunity you get. So I love you. I love all of you. You're a part of me. We're that one heartbeat. So I invite you as we go within to think of all you love, including yourself, and just know and let your mind go where it goes. So first we'll do through Om, 3 ohms, and then I will do the bowl. So, are you ready? Deep breath. feel the universe breathing. It's breathing each and every one of us. That divine creator within and without, everywhere present, always present. And I just know and accept that each and every one of us are glorious co-creators with Spirit. And that the love, the light, the joy that we experience is magnified as we share it. And I know and accept that we are strong, we are powerful, and we are grateful. Everything that you're grateful for increases, is magnified. All the love, all the prosperity, the perfect health and well-being, the joy and community. There's that beautiful magnification taking place in each and every moment. And we breathe it in. Let's breathe again. Breath, breath, the gift of life. And I just know and accept that there is gratitude for this beautiful planet we live on. And that as we feel that love, that gratitude for our planet, beloved Earth, we take steps. We are divinely guided to healing Mother Earth. We are divinely guided to supporting and healing each other. We are all in this together. We're all one. And there is a joy and a happiness in that, and challenges. And I know and accept that challenges are but a call to shift our consciousness and to move into action. And that we each go within with grace and ease and love and wisdom. I celebrate the Sierra Center for Spiritual Living, knowing that this is a divine community moving forth into that love, that light, that joy, that wisdom. And we do so together. And we grow. And we grow. Personally, community-wise, and in the world. And then, it is all good, it is all God, it is all in the law. So we co-create, and we do so with great, 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 great gratitude. So I let these words go, knowing that they are so, with grace, ease, love, and appreciation. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you.
It's time for our affirmation. So what I'd like to do is I'll read it first, and then we can all read it together. My mind is an open conduit of good. Together. My mind is an open conduit of good, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you all.
Oh, fam, it's been so sweet to get to come so often and be with you. Really appreciate it. Really can't speak to how much, but I try, when I got the mic.
This song is called Healing. Nothing lost that can't be found. No story too big that it can't be put down for one moment of connection with thee. The Almighty God has blessed me, God has blessed me. Let it rain down sweet healing. healing upon us all. Let it rain down, sweet healing. For this beautiful earth, Mama Gaia, sweet, sweet healing. There is a place inside, can't be hurt, can't be touched, totally divine. We are emanations of thee. The Almighty God has blessed me, God has blessed me. Let it rain down, sweet healing upon me. Let it rain down, sweet, sweet healing upon us all. Let it rain down, sweet healing. For this beautiful earth, Mama Gaia, sweet, sweet healing. And I come with great joy, this great joy. God has blessed me, God has blessed me, God has blessed me. So I come with great joy, this great joy. God has blessed me. And we have one song, one hope, one prayer for this earth, that her waters run free and pure like they did before we came. They shall again, they shall. And may the waters of your heart run just as pure, like they did before you were hurt, just a child in the arms of God. The Almighty God has blessed me, God has blessed me. Let it rain down, sweet healing upon me. Let it rain down, sweet healing upon us all. Let it rain down, sweet healing. For this beautiful earth, Mama Gaia, sweet, sweet healing. There's nothing lost that can't be found, no story too big. We put it down for this moment of connection with thee, the Almighty. Let healing rain down. Let it rain down. Let it rain down. Let love rain down. Let it rain down. Let it rain down.
Let's take a breath together. Our theme this month is everyday wonder as finances. And we're in our annual pledge drive here at Sierra Center. And it's interesting how just the mention of money from anywhere in the proximity of this lectern can trigger a storm of stinking thinking held in the unexamined belief systems of people. It's really quite amazing. And having been one of those people that had that stinking thinking at one point, I'm really aware that it comes from lack of information. I was raised in the church. Tithing was as normal as breathing, as normal as brushing our teeth, as normal as getting dressed. As an adult, I stopped doing it because I had no understanding. And for me, it just got folded in to the same oppressiveness that I was experiencing. It's just another avenue of guilt, shame, and blame, only you want me to pay you to guilt, shame, and blame me. And that ain't happening, Mr. Preacher. Not happening. It never occurred to me that the building has upkeep. That the lights are not free. That the electricity in the outlets isn't free. That everything that happens in a church, there's no mystical, magical bank account that pays for all of that. That we actually do exist here on planet Earth, and that ministers, at least this minister, I still haven't found the way to go to Safeway, get my groceries, and on the way out the door, I'm a minister, thanks, and just keep going. They really expect me to pay for what I get. Imagine that. Right? So I have to have a salary. Right? Juanita does a tremendous amount for us. I haven't checked with her this morning, but I'm pretty sure she can't just wave and walk out of stores with her stuff either. Right? So money has to come from somewhere. We are very blessed here that this building is paid for. That is a huge blessing. And we still have expenses because we want to care for this building. We want to keep it, right? So last year, we needed to paint it. And as nice as the painter was, he didn't work for free. And he didn't get to go to the paint store and say, hey, there's this really cool Sierra Center for Spiritual Living, and their building really needs some paint. And the paint store said, well, here, take all you want. That is not how it happened. That's not how it happened, right? So we have to get beyond. Right? Some of the stinking thinking is that this is church, it's not a business. Au contraire. We are, in fact, a business. We are, in fact, a 501c3. We are governed by bylaws that are registered with the Secretary of State of the state of California. This center's finances are actually governed by the elected board of trustees that the members of this center elect. That's how it's run, right? And so I just want to give you some of that information so that you have it. Now, one of the things, the stinking thinking myths about spirituality is that all great spiritual leaders are poor. Nope. Do you know that the Buddha wasn't always the Buddha? The Buddha was a young man of tremendous wealth that was sheltered from the external world. And his curiosity got the best of him, and he literally broke out of his father's compound to experience the world. And then he began to experience things he didn't understand, which led him to meditation, long story short, to the practice of Buddhism until he became enlightened came from great wealth. Great wealth. Jesus had lots of money. Jesus had an accountant. Do you know that? Yeah, he had an accountant because he had so much money to support his ministry. But we don't hear about that stuff. You know, in the book of Matthew, it talks about his wealth. Right? We take the Christmas story, which we're coming up on, right? That he was born in a manger. The part that we kind of skip over is that happened because there was no room in the inn. You don't go to the inn to rent a room if you don't have the money. Right? But all we do is focus on, oh, he was born in a manger. He was born in a manger because there was no room, not because they were poor. That's different. Right? But we have to begin to shift. My favorite, probably Mother Teresa. Okay. She took hits from all over because of where a lot of her money came from. Supposedly, a lot of it came from the mob. She didn't care. It was supporting her ministry. And there's a quote, now whether she actually said it or not, I don't know, I wasn't there when she said it, but someone was talking about how poor she was. And the reported response was, it takes an awful lot of money to look this poor. Right? She wasn't putting it all in her pockets. It was supporting her ministry. It was supporting her ministry. And so just like anything, in order for a plant to grow, it needs sunshine. It needs water. It needs soil. It needs fertilizer. If we understand those things as the currency of growth for a plant, we talk about tithing our time, our talents, and our treasure here at Sierra Center. That's the currency that will allow Sierra Center to grow. Now, I'm pretty sure all of you at some point have interacted with a garden hose. Just gonna guess, everybody's had some interaction with a garden hose. And you know that where you turn your hose on full blast, right? And you got water gushing out the other end, and it's doing exactly what you want it to do. And then you give it a quick tug and trickle. Remember that moment? You're like, what happened to my water? Okay. And you start backtracking and you find this big, huge kink in the hose. The water hasn't stopped. The water's right there. It's only the flow of the water that has been impeded, right? And as soon as you give it a little flip and the kink is out of the hose, we're back in the flow of the water. Right? That's our opportunity with our hidden beliefs. They are just a kink in the hose of our abundance. Your abundance hasn't gone anywhere. And you cannot search it out from wherever you think it is. Because that belief in and of itself will keep you from experiencing your abundance, because you are your abundance. Abundance isn't something you go get. Abundance is who you are. It's something you experience. If you want more out here, go in here. That's how it works. If you want higher consciousness, go deeper. into you. Because you are every answer you seek. We tend to, we tend to blame those people. And I was thinking about all of the current rhetoric around our economy and whose fault it is and who's controlling what. And it always shows up as, them, those people. And it occurred to me that they probably live in the blue. All those thoughts that come out of the blue. Well, the undefined them must be the inhabitants of the blue, because we never quite know who they are, right? You will find the solution in your mirror. That's the good news and the bad news, folks. Because even if you came to me and said, $5,000 is all I need to be blissfully happy, and I gave you $5,000, you would not be blissfully happy. Because at some point, the $5,000 is going to become $4,999, and then there goes your happiness. You are already what you seek. You get to choose it. Or not. See, that's the beauty of it. You can choose to be it or not. You can choose to hold on to the ugly beliefs or not. Louise Hay puts it pretty simply. You can't clean your house if you can't see the dirt. Right? You don't have to wallow around in the dirt. Just see it so you know where to clean. Our hidden beliefs are the same thing. The house cleaning that we need to do is up here, because this is the kink in the hose that stops the flow. Right? This is where all of you is contained in this beautiful heart that you have. And then you start flowing, and you start manifesting, and you start feeling, and you start experiencing the awe of everyday wonder, and then the brain goes, it won't last. And instantly it doesn't. Isn't that amazing how quick that happens? It can't last. Okay. We can't grow our finances by hoarding money. That's different than saving. Want to be really clear. No one just told you to close out your savings account. Hoarding comes from a mentality that says there's not enough. I'm not safe. And so what we're actually manifesting is more not enoughness and more unsafeness. It's a simple shift. Simple. Notice I did not say easy. Right? Because these are generational beliefs we're working with. We've all, maybe not, I'm guessing we were all raised on planet Earth. There may be an alien among us, it's possible. I'm open. And so we all have generational messages about money and about people who have it and about people who don't have it, and how we categorize and lump them with labels. And then once you're in that box, there you stay. So what box are you living in? Doesn't even matter who put you there. Doesn't matter. You get to go, this lid opens. Kind of like those people that pop out of the cake. You ever seen a cat play in a box? Get up and peek around it a little bit. If that's where you are, just peek. Just take a second to see what else might be available. Test the water. Stick a paw out. See what happens. Why couch this all in Sierra Center? Because we are in a growth process. We're coming out of this craziness. I don't know what other word to use. This, I have never been here before. I think that's George Carlin. Vujade. It's a little different than a deja vu. It's knowing that you've never been here before and you do not want to come back. And so the last couple of years have been a huge vujade. It's time to shift. This community will be what we make it. And if we just consume it and we fail to replenish it, it will be just like the box of chocolates at Christmas time that eventually you go back to and you're going to get the last piece and it's gone because it wasn't replenished. If we're just consuming Sierra Center, we'll use it up and it will cease to be, because that's how activity and law works. Not legal, but natural law. If we fail to participate in the cycle, okay? It's like rain falls and evaporates, so more rain can fall, right? If the evaporation stops, the rain stops. If the rain stops, the plants suffer. We experience drought. We experience everything that comes with that, and things begin to die. That's just how creation works. And so, yeah, this is a down and dirty, no holes barred, here it is, talk, because I love this place. I want to watch it grow, and I want to grow it with you if you want to be a part of it. Because I believe we have a place in this community in healing lives, in shifting thinking, which then heals more lives and shifts more thinking, and the whole planet gets better. And if we're not here, that avenue goes away. It's just that simple. So our pledge program is just that. It's not a commitment. You're not giving us the keys to your kingdom. You're not giving us open access to your checking account. You're simply going within and deciding what you are willing to give. And if you're in a place where you're not sure, if there's anything I can do to support you in your journey of discovering that, I'm available for that conversation. I'm not available to tell you what to do, but I'm available to help you figure out what to do. I don't have the answers for anybody, but I'm a really good tour guide to help you find your answers. Okay? Why do we need a pledge program? Because we have a treasurer that really depends on that information to establish a budget for us to consider. It's kind of hard to make a budget with imaginal numbers. We do it, and then we find out just how off our imagination was. Right? So it matters. And here's the biggest reason it matters. Because it's a spiritual practice. It will change your life. It will support this center, absolutely. Mostly, it will change your life. Because when you're in the flow, everything flows. You get to choose. Do you want to get rid of the kink in the hose? Do you want to be the kink in the hose? Do you want to pretend there is no kink in the hose? Or do you want to just be in the magnificent flow of creation and trust that? You decide. If you aren't on our mailing list and you didn't get a pledge card, there's some over there. Not going to watch and who picked one up. It's not how we roll. Right? I'm just inviting you to be in a spiritual practice, to understand the flow. And we're going to be, the flow goes with more than just money. And we're going to be talking about that throughout this next year, to really live in the flow. And sometimes, if you watch a river, right, sometimes there's an eddy where it's really calm and still. Other times, the river overflows and carves new banks. We can call it erosion or we can call it growth. We get to pick. Right? But we're going to be in the flow wherever it goes. So I invite you to commit to be a part. I think that's it. Let's take this into prayer. There is only one. One source, one substance, one amazing, infinite abundance, one intelligence, one love, one peace, one power, one presence. It is creation itself. It is the mind, it is the substance, it is the source, it is the activity. All that I have ever experienced is this one. Made out of it, by it, to be it. I know that I am it. And I know that what is true of me is true of all creation. And so the abundance, the perfection, the love, the intelligence, the infinite possibility of expansion must be fully present in, through, and as every expression of creation. So I speak my word, claiming and affirming, accepting as true, accepting as reality, that the infinite nature of creation is becoming aware of itself in every mental capacity. That the assurance of infinite abundance is rising up within every expression of creation, straightening the kinks in the hoses, flushing out the debris, moving each into an awareness of the magnificence that each already is, relieving any search for something outside, and simply relishing in the embodiment of the truth of being. Knowing that Sierra Center is abundantly blessed through the flow of consciousness of people who don't even know it exists yet. that everything and everyone that is seeking to know themselves through Sierra Center and the ministries that it offers are magnetically drawn to this community. That we recognize one another. That we open to an experience of the new with every breath. Every breath. That we live in a constant awareness that it is always the divine operating with the divine, having conversation with the divine, communing with the divine, that in the infinite oneness of creation, God is always meeting and playing with God. We let that be the experience. We let that inform the activities. We let that be the embodiment of truth. So grateful. Grateful to feel the resonance of, yes, in every cell of my being. And so I celebrate that the word spoken is the word complete. And so I know that it's already done. And knowing that it's already done, I simply let it go. I get out of the way and let law unfold law. I let life unfold life. I let God be God. And I stand in awe and wonder and gratitude. So I invite you, if any of this has resonated with you, that you join me to claim it as your own, as we say together, and so it is. Get back in my body. It's our time of conscious giving. I'm going to ask Love Eternal to come. We're going to say our giving affirmation together. Thank you. There we go. Now you can actually see our giving affirmation. I give this gift with love and joy from a consciousness of abundance. Divine love blesses and prospers all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Please receive the gifts.
This morning we had a bird get in our music room, like right as we were supposed to be heading out. Really adorable little bird. My wife feeds all the birds in the entire view of Sacramento, so they all come to our house. But the bird gets in, and it's in the window, and we're like lovingly like putting our hands trying to catch this bird. And I was just thinking as I was listening to your talk about the good that we seek and how it's seeking us, and this bird wanted out of the house. And it's at the window trying to get through the window, which it's not going to be able to. And here we are trying to let the bird out. We're trying to help the bird out. And I keep thinking about the whole universe and the whole world is like conspiring to make your life blessed and to give you exactly what you want. And we're like freaking out, trying to get away from it. And so I thought I'd share that.
Wait, he didn't tell you the bird. I finally get it out the door. We're like, yay, he flies into the car.
He flew right into our van.
So we have to do it again. Repeat, yeah.
So this song is called Kingdom Queendom, and it's about creating a world that works for everybody. Well, they got words for miles, but I got faith for days. They got a pocket full of stories, but I just turn the page, because I remember who I am and why I came here, to bring about a kingdom, queendom, everybody's dream come true. Me and you in the garden, we're starting to see those seeds turn to fruits, and the taste is sweet just in this kingdom, queendom. beyond you in the garden, we're starting to see those seeds turn to fruit. And the taste is sweet, yeah. And the taste is sweet, yeah. Life is good, yeah. Life is good, yeah. 'Cause we're riding the wings of our ancestors' prayers. 'Cause we're riding the wings of our ancestors' prayers. Samurai, warrior, remember who you are. Revolutionary, bring about peace, not war. Ready to light a candle and to stand and curse the dark and among us here. More than just a spark to light the fire. From a place of all heaven, a new way of living that is birth on solid ground. Then back up, let your woman have a word. White people, take a look at what you've done to this earth. You got to give some, got to forgive some. You got to do it just so our kids can live. The truth is that everyone and everything is sacred if it's born on this earth. Surely has a place here. It surely has a place here. We all surely have a place here. 'Cause we're riding the wings of our ancestors' prayers. Yes, we're riding the wings of our ancestors' prayers. Thank you.
So we just take a moment to bless this divine form of the infinite that we call money, knowing that it is made out of the same substance as everything else, so it must be the divine in form. We speak a word of gratitude, knowing that we participate openly, joyfully in the circulation of the flow by giving through Sierra Center to do amazing work in the world and support our nonprofit partners. Grateful for every heart, every mind, every hand, every bead of sweat that is represented. Grateful, grateful, grateful. And so I simply stand in that gratitude. The most powerful prayer I know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Okay. Couple of acknowledgments. Thank you, Jared and Shauna. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. All right. Thank you, Juanita. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Hillary. Thank you, Jill and Carl. Greeter, live stream, PowerPoint, flowers. I especially want to thank Juanita and Deborah for helping with the ticketing for the God Lied to Me show that we had on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. It was quite the journey, and if you missed it, just check in with people that didn't, and they'll tell you it was quite a journey, quite a thing to witness. So hopefully we'll be able to do more of that type of stuff. Okay. I also want to recognize Rev Lanny this morning. She was scheduled to be here, and her got some congestion and some stuff going on, so she's home caring for her physical well-being, and we just work together to make it all work. And so thank you, Rev Madeline, for being a part of that. Thank you for being our practitioner this morning and anchoring us quite so beautifully. And I also want to thank the board, because the board is here because we have a board meeting here in just a little bit. So there may be two things happening at once. I'm not sure exactly what the board has decided in terms of timing, because I've been a little busy doing this. So we're going to clear the space, and those of you that are staying for the workshop, we will have that starting right at 11:30, and we will end right at 12:30. If the board is going to go ahead and meet at their regular 11:30 time, they'll be meeting back there. The workshop will be in here simply because it's being recorded and I can't record it back there. So we're going to be right here. I think that has everything. And for some reason, I'm missing the last page. Okay. So let's stand and do our benediction, which I will move off over here so I can see it too. Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
It is this thing called flow.
It is this thing called flow.
It is this thing called abundance.
It is this thing called abundance.
It is this thing called infinite possibility.
It is this thing called infinite possibility.
I know it. I feel it. I sense it. Because I am it.
Because I am it.
And so it is. All yours.
All right. Well, we're so grateful again to be here. Super grateful to Rafe. Happy birthday, Deborah. It's your birthday yesterday. So I don't know if it was supposed to be a secret, but I'm not good at keeping secrets like that. And then our CD table, we're going to break it down real quick to get out of the way for the board meeting. So if you want any jewelry or CDs or anything, come visit us quickly so we can get on out of your hair. And we're going to sing One Love by Bob Marley.